Hi, and welcome to my channel at Bunny Hollow Crafts. Using Mr. Brainiac's math and making a Christmas folio, I have the complete construction and a follow-up walkthrough of the album. Please join. All right, to make this, we're just going to try something with Mr. Brainiac's math. So this is 8.5 by 11. I scored already at 5 and at 6. And why 5 and 6? Because the middle is 5.5. And so I want my inch spine to be in the middle, so 1/2 inch either side, okay? So now we know that this side is 5 inches long and this side is 5 inches wide, not long. So take your next one, which is cut to 10 3/4 lengths. Again, score at 5, because they're 5 inches wide. Turn it around and score at 5. This is just like the little Christmas book, this one, but on a bigger scale. We're just going to see how this works. So 10.5 at 5. Turn it around at 5. I just love not having to remember math, just remember one number. So that's at 5, and then this one will be at 5, and this is 10 1/4. So at 5. This is heavyweight, by the way. That's why I'm going over it twice. And then at 5. And this will be our skinny spine, which we know are the more difficult ones. So I'm going to fold and burnish. And we'll put this together just like we did the other one. And I'm going to add some little flips to this one because I want this to be more like a folio. But we're going to start with this method for the spine anyway, rather than making a hinge and all that mess. This is the littlest spine. It never wants to fold straight, is what I've found, but we're just going to go with it. It's just so tiny. 1/4 inch spine. Okay, so that should. Okay, there we go. So let's just do them all, and then I'll get back with you. Okay, they're all burnished. I'm just stacking them one inside the other. And that's how it'll be, just like our little book, just a little bit bigger. So I'm going to put it together the exact same way with my glue. I think glue is best. I like tape. I'm just going to do glue. I'll try glue. Alrighty, so just on the spine, and we're just going to do this the exact same way. Maybe a little bit more difficult given that it's bigger. I don't know yet. Haven't done one. So let's just sit it down in what we think is the middle. Not the middle. Got to get both ends even. It looks about even. Are we square all the way around? Glue. Okay, let's go with the next one. I'm just blown away with my husband. He's so smart. And he's so eager to help. That's a nice thing. So again to the middle, or what you think is the middle. Get her square on the side. You know we want both ends to be even. Same width down there as down here. I think that's pretty close. I'm just going to go with it. Not going to make that much difference if you're off just a hair. And then with the little funky spine that just does not want to do quite as nice as everybody else. Let's put him in the middle. Check that we're square. I think he needs to slide down a little. Okay, let's just burnish all that down. Okay. Let's fold her up, and just like with the little one, I'm going to fold it this way and this way. And that, I love it. It's not, you know, they're never going to be perfect, but they're perfect on this side. And so I'm going to add some flips. Not many, because you don't have a lot of room between pages. But I'll build in something and make this a little fun Christmas mini. Okay, now I'm using Becky's math, so be afraid. This is lightweight, 8.5 by 11. I'm just going to score at 1 inch. That'll be my hinge. And then we know we have a 1-inch spine, so I'm going to go from 1 to 2. Okay, and then let's just fold that and see where we are. My idea, and I'll have to trim it, but I'd rather show you guys how to build these things than how to just make something pretty. All right, so if I put my hinge on there and then fold that, this would all close up and this would come over, all right? So I'm gonna make a mark in there somewhere and cut it, and then we'll attach it. I just thought of that. I was getting ready to mat, and I thought, no, if you're gonna add things, I need a cutter, not a trimmer. I mean, a trimmer, not a scoreboard. If I was gonna mat it, I should probably add my flaps first. Okay, well, that looks about right. Save that one for something. All right, so let's just bring this back. You don't need a whole inch for your, it's usually 1/2 inch. I don't know why I did that, just because it felt like it needed it, I don't know. So glue. And just line this up on this edge. I'll lay it flat, it'll be easier. I want it all the way up there to the edge. Yeah, laying it down and flattening it out is the way to do that. Use my burnishing tool and spread out all that glue. Okay, so now that's glued down. We'll fold that back. We'll close this up. And there we go. I love it. We're going to stick some magnets in it to hold this closed. Right there. And that is an easy folio. Let's do magnets next. Alrighty, I'm making some quick decisions. Just doing this on the fly with you guys. I think I want it to close this direction rather than like that, because you would have more room to decorate your front, right? So I'm using these basic gray, and did I just throw it away? They come like this, something like that. They're from Basic Gray, and I'm using the bigger ones. Okay, so this is, I'm gonna use 2. Here's one in my hand. So I'm gonna put, let's see, I want it to land. Okay, I'm gonna put it about 1 inch away. Need my little pokey tool. Just plunk it about 1 inch down and 1 inch in. Okay, and we'll use the other one that's got the same little X or plus and put it at the bottom. Okay, stick that down nice and tight. We'll take these and put on top. They just snap into place. Throw that away. And then take the cover, the paper off of the adhesive. And here's where you want to be careful, because folios can get wonky. So just be careful, because now your adhesive is exposed. So that's where we want it to go. We want it to be very square, top and bottom. Maybe I should, don't you stick. You're not sticking, I'm not ready yet. Got to talk to it. I'm going to hold it in my hands like this. I think it would be easier. And I'm just going with that. Okay, stick them down good. They should have stuck. I'm sure they did. Push them down good. And now, there we go. Alrighty, now for a few more flips going which ways. This is upside down. My writing is upside down, but again, we want it to close like that, right? All these layers. I took a piece that's 5 1/4. It's still 8 1/2. 5 1/4, and I scored 1/2 inch, and I'm gonna affix it to that side on the very, very back layer. That'll be my first flip. We're not gonna do too many, again, because there's not much room in this. There's only 1/4 inch. But I'm gonna come right up to that bending line, but not going over it. And get it nice and square. Just press it down. Okay, so that will be on the very bottom. I'll close up like that. So I'll build a couple more, and then I'll just show you what I did, because it's very easy. I'm just making a 1/2 inch flap to put it in there. So I'm going to just pull out a couple of pieces of paper and have some fun, and then I'll show you. Alrighty, 2 more flaps. We're just going to pick random places. I just took a piece of 8 1/2 by 11 and cut it 4 1/2 inches, and then 4 1/2 inches, and then scored 1/2 inch. And we'll just stick these somewhere. I want to avoid here. I don't like to have more. We're going to have cardstock and then pattern paper, so I don't like to put anything in between my magnets. So we're going to choose some of these inside. I think I'll choose the back of that one for one. Just random, wherever you want them to go. We'll also add just a pocket or two. And just center it up in the middle and at the top. Okay. And I like having writing, do it for you guys, but I also like it when I come back to mat it. I can't remember what size these are. I'd like to think I'm that brainiac, but I'm not. So that will help me know what size to cut my paper. So I encourage you to write them down as well and just have fun making these little things. Okay, up at the top. And just burnish. Okay, so I'm going to use one more piece of paper. Maybe do a flip from the sides or something. And then maybe one pocket and call it done. It's getting, there's still plenty of room in there. Okay. I'm really just using my brain if I can. Where did this? Okay, it goes like this. All right. That's an 8 1/2 by 11. So I wanted my pocket, this is a pocket, and I knew I wanted it 4 inches tall because you're going to lose a 1/2 inch at the bottom, making it 3 1/2. So then I just turned the paper. It's 8 1/2, but 4 1/4 is right down the middle. So I'm going to score these, I think down the side, just to have it be different. Just a 1/2 inch. And a 1/2 inch. And while we're scoring, we'll do the 4 inch one. We're gonna have to need to trim it down because our book is 5 inches wide. We know those pages are 5 inches wide. So I'm gonna cut it to 5 1/2, which is probably still gonna keep it shorter than my book. Go ahead and cut it 6, live on the edge. Let's see if we can get this perfect. Okay, so down to 6. Put that scrap away. All right, now to score 1/2 inch on all 3 sides. I'll go down here, 1/2 inch, and where does this one land? At 6, so I'll just go back to 5.5. It's just a 1/2 inch, whether you do it down there or up here. Okay, cut out your corners. Okay, now let's fold this and put it in the book. Sorry for the messy desk. That's what happens when you don't make a prototype. I don't like doing that. I don't like doing things twice. If it can just work the first time, then, you know, I'd rather do something different the second time. Okay, so there's our little pocket. Let's see. It's gonna work perfectly, fit perfectly. Be kind of fun to put it under a flap, I think. The flap can kind of cover what's in there. Let's wait on the pocket. And we have these. And let's see where we want to put these. Okay, let's skip that page. How about here and here? I like that. I love making things from scratch and using your mind to just whatever you want. To me, it's easier than following directions. So I want to get this somewhere in the middle, right up to the edge. And we'll try to get this one similarly placed. So that'll go out like that. And then this one, let's see, it has to go like this. We want to get it sorta, I'm just going to go for it. I can't really, they're too far apart to, just going to guesstimate. And right up to the edge. Okay. So let's see where we're at. We have a flip there, opening pages there, a flip up here, nothing in here, which might be a nice break. We have that over there. Now that could hold the pocket. Let's let the pocket live large, be on its own. Okay, let's make sure it's going to fit and fold. Yeah, it'll work on that page. Because remember, all our pages, well, no, they're all the same. All right, it's going right there. Normally I would paperclip on my pocket, but this one is so close to the edges that I think I can still get my matting paper underneath it. All right, we're going to go right to that score line. Actually, I'm going to go right to the edge of the paper because I can't go any further than the edge, right? So to the bottom and to the edge. And that way we'll definitely clear our spine. Perfect. Okay. I really do like it. Let's see how thick it looks. Well, let's see, this goes under here. Let's see how thick it looks. I think we're gonna let it go at that. I'm gonna mat it and then decorate it and then I'll show it to you. But I thought it was fun to do something just on the cuff and encourage you guys to do that as well. I'm starting to mat with the red, and I thought I would show you. It's very easy cutting. Since we know these are all 8.5, I'm going to cut this mat to just a little bit shy of 8.5 all at one time. So that means all of them, why does that look crooked? It's not, okay. All of them will be the same, right? So that's just a little bit off of the end. And then since we know our base pages, let me find one. That's a flap. I just did that one. This page, right? If you can see it over here, this is just one of our, and this one as well. They're both 5 inches, right? From score mark to edge, score mark to edge. So it makes easy cutting very easy. So it's already the right length. So now if they're 5 inches, I'm just going to back off just a little bit and cut my mat. And I'm going to go ahead and cut the second one while I got this piece of paper that's already the right length. So just a little bit back from 5. And I thought I would just show you that. It's been going very quickly, and that's what I like about everything being sort of generally the same size. It's pretty foolproof and pretty quick. Okay, so you can cut those. This one will also go here, and it just goes together pretty quick. Let's do the walkthrough. This is how I finished it out, and I'm going to put. This is not the. I just put Smith because I want to keep the last name private. But it'll go like that. This is a little card that was in the paper pack. I'll show you the paper packs in a minute, but I'm just going to glue the real one right there, and I think that'll be pretty nice to record your family Christmas this year. So that's my plan for that. Let me show you the paper packs real quick. I just used mostly papers from Hobby Lobby's open bin, and then this is an old recollection paper. This one is a Hobby Lobby. I think I only used one page out of that. I don't even remember. I did this last night. And then this one is an authentique. I know I must have got it at Tuesday morning, but it's full of these little cards. And so you'll see those in the little book. So let's get right to it and open it up. Had fun working on this last night, watching a little TV and just covering pages. So that's how it opens. This is a card, and let me find, here, I'll just use another one. Here's a piece, no, we'll use this. Another one of these cards. You could just stick your photo up under, right? So I left that open. This is one of those, well, I don't know. This was open bin for sure from Hobby Lobby. This might have been in one of the packs. But anyway, this was fun to make. There's one of those little cards I just fussy cut around, and it's open so you could stick your picture under. I think these were both open bin papers. I just used that up on top to that flip, and she can fill with Christmas pictures, and I hope she enjoys it. There's another little card I fussy cut around, and then these are the flaps that just open up. I just left them plain red on the back. And then here's another one of those little cards. I just love using those, and so they're open. You could put your picture or whatever, and then left that back of that one red. That's got something on it. Okay. So I had fun using these papers. This was out of the pack, I'm sure. And this was so cute. I couldn't figure, this paper is so plain, doesn't look very Christmassy. And I was thinking, where do you put it? And I finally just decided to make it a tip in. I wished I'd done it out of this color paper. And if I still have some, I may try to cover it, and I may just let it go. But anyway, thought that turned out pretty cute. And then here's our pocket, which of course I'll probably cut these apart and put them in here. So that she could use them. And then here's the last ones. Here's one more, and then this is the page that we added that flips open. So I love the birds and the music. Let me pull that up so you can see. That is just adorable. So that of course is open, and then this one of course is open too. So this was really fun to work on, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. So yeah, a way to create and capture very easily. I love my husband's math. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you to all my new subscribers. I'm going to try to get more videos out as I have time. So you guys enjoy Christmas in July. It is strange. I need to put some decorations on my desk. Thank you guys. Have a great day.